Hello everyone, welcome to Exploit Comet. Today I'm going to be showing you how not to be a skid when you exploit on Roblox, because no one likes a skid. So if you're going to cheat on a Lego game, you may as well make it as a learning experience instead of being a no fun person. So yeah, today I'm going to explain the basics of how multiplayer Roblox works and how exploiting works, and how you can make your first basic script to give you an advantage over others in the game. So how multiplayer Roblox works is we have the server, which is held on Roblox's end, and we have the client, which is all the players that are connected to the game. So the client and the server interact with each other across the internet, and the server displays information to the clients pass information to the server, and that's how it all works. All clients working together with the server to make the game function correctly. And how scripting works, well, how exploiting works is you use an injector such as Synapse, and this injects scripts into the client. But the way that Roblox's security works is, so we've injected a script on the client, but it's not going to replicate to the server, which basically means nothing we change on here is going to occur on the server unless we use something on that's called a remote event or a remote function. So we can, like back in the day, you could just delete the entire map and it would go across, this information would go across to the server, go to all the other clients. It would basically destroy the game for everyone. But now all that happens is the map would be destroyed on your screen, but the server doesn't know about this, so nothing happens to the other players and it doesn't affect their gameplay. But in this script I'm showing you today, basically we can abuse Roblox's handling of networking to actually make something happen that shouldn't for all clients. So there's something called network ownership, which is to reduce latency. The clients and the server each handle their own bit of the Roblox physics engine. The server handles most of the stuff, but for each player's character, anything that happens to his character is calculated by the client, and also any parts that are like very close to the character. So for example, if a sword was welded to the character, any physics occurring with this sword would be calculated on the client. So say we use a script injector to make this sword bigger. Would this work? Well, what checks if a part's being touched is a dot touched event, which is used in Roblox's Link sword. So when on your screen someone else's character is going to come into contact with this, on their client the sword is still this size because the size hasn't replicated, but on your screen your big sword that you've injected has touched them and it's caused a dot touch event. And this event, as it's a physics event, is calculated here and it actually goes to the server. This information is passed on to the server that a touched event has occurred. And this server script says when it's touched, it's going to take away health from this client's character. So if the server owned the sword, this wouldn't occur, but the client handles the sword because it reduces latency issues. So if we just go into a game right now, open up Synapse, and how you can see what the names of everything is, you can use this. It's called Dark Decks. Oh yeah, I fucking forgot to attach. And using this, you can see basically an explorer of the game. So these are all the players. So we're going to see in our backpack we have something called a sword. So we know to address this as a sword, and inside it has this main handle. That's where the dot touched event is going to be occurred. So we're going to want to be resizing this handle. Oh my. So as it's all scripts are injected are local scripts, we can refer to the local player, game.players.local player, and we're going to have an event whenever the local player's character is added, which is character added, connect function. Now we're going to get the address to the player's sword, and that's in the backpack, and it's called sword. And as we saw, it has the handle. Now we're going to change the object's size, so that's dot size, and set that equal to vector3.new. That's gonna, all sizes need to be in the format of vector3. So then we're gonna set this to 166, just because sporadic cheating's better than having a, well, like, if you want to be someone that makes a fucking 2000 by 2000 sword, then why not? But this obviously can be customized. And we just end this and execute it. So let me just dive first, and let's see if we see a difference in the sword. As you can see, I'm just reaching like a bastard, and it's still killing everyone. That's because, don't forget, this sword, its network events, its network owner is me. And on my screen, the sword's huge. All physics are handled with the huge sword. This information is replicated to the client. Ruins everyone's fun. I'm a skillful cheater, and happy days. So I hope this basic tutorial on how to write your first script is useful, because when you're exploiting, you actually want to know how your scripts are working. It's more fun if you have the knowledge of how exploits and scripts work. However, as you can see, this is Sword Fights on the Heights original. This is a game from 2014. It has no anti-exploit measures on it. And a lot of the newer games, the more competitive games like Auto Duels, have anti-cheats on them. But I'm going to be showing in later episodes how you can bypass anti-cheats with a bit of knowledge and thinking and IQ, because they're not always that hard to break down. And I'll be teaching other skills that you guys want. Just comment if you want to know about anything. So thanks for watching this exploit comment video, and I'll see you.